Hi, good evening. So, I guess I'm back on documenting my startup journey, documenting my days, honestly speaking. So, I think I have given up. So, I won't say I've given up. I think I have found a system to make me or to enable me create content much more consistently. And then it boiled down to the fact that I have always been stressed almost every day because I work about 7 days a week. Fun fact, today is Tuesday. On Sunday, I told myself that I literally put it on my to-do list to actually play video game. I think Call of Duty. But it's life, it's work. That did not happen because I saw a number of tasks to be priority. So I think it was at that moment I think I realized that I really needed to prioritize my schedule. What that means is I had to make my time very intentional because I discovered my gym time is very intentional. 5:30, I cut off any task I'm doing and I'm headed for the gym. I'm back to my desk by 7:30. So I don't gym for 2 hours. I gym for an hour. Or the other 1 hour is the time spent preparing to go to the gym, on my way to the gym, on my way back from the gym, and preparing to be on my desk. So give or take, I'm on my desk by 7:30 to 8. So knowing that that was how I was consistent with the gym, I decided to make content a thing where I cut off work, take a rest, and jump into content. It worked today. It did not work yesterday because today is Tuesday, but on. It worked today. 5 o'clock, no, 6 o'clock, had cut off from work. I have quite a number of tasks I have not yet done. And it's interesting to kind of realize that the tasks that I don't get done, rather, I find it easier to get the task done when I am not really focused on the task. So I think recently I've been having this epiphany that sometimes when you get yourself too involved in certain tasks, you get to misplace yourself in those tasks. So I think that's a real life practice of productivity. Actually taking breaks and actually allowing your subconscious mind give you the answers. It's funny how I practice this idea today at the gym. So I think sometime last year I was admiring this lady. Walked up to her, spoke to her, kind of like got some interest about her name, what she does, her family life, all those things like very interesting thing. But I forgot about her because she stopped coming to the gym. I mean, it's pretty hard to say, but ADHD means out of sight, completely out of mind. So I didn't have her in mind then. I saw her at the gym yesterday. I could not, I was trying to remember her name. But at the same time, I was trying to not remember her name because it's easier to get people's names when you're not thinking about the names. So I just gave it up. So today I saw her at the gym and her name came out once. What do you call how you doing? That was it. Like that was it. So it was literally this morning I got to realize that if you're going through a problem, your first step is actually to I'll say it's actually to like engage in it, look at it from different angles, and then act like you have the solution. So it's more complex than that. I will have to gather my thoughts and practices around that to make sure that it's something that I can easily predict back to back. So watch out for a video on that. So today I was able to create content. So my journey of creating content so far has improved my speech. Is apart from the fact that it's more like it's supposed to be documentary and letting people know about my perspective and also creating content so my kids can see my thought process while I was 25, while I was 26, while I was 27, and see things that have changed along the lines. It's also like therapy. I mean, because once in a while now, my voice is getting deeper as we speak. I am beginning to talk much calmly as compared to when I'm creating content and I am talking very fast. Also, my thoughts are becoming clearer. And because I kind of I think I also like the idea of semi-scripting my content. Scripting in the sense that I don't write it word for word. I have an outline. Today, the video I recorded was about how to think from first principles. Something that I practice because I kind of believe that if I shouldn't create content on what I don't practice. And then I basically went into research to see how people put those ideas together. I was able to give my video a structure, which is who are the is first of all, who are the people who think from first principles? What are the benefits from thinking from first principles? What are the tips I have to think from first principles? I think I like that structure because most of my content these days talks about how people can do an inner shift first before the outside tactics. A lot of people look for things that they can do, actions they can take, but they really forget that all changes start from within. Yes, your externals, your actions can influence, but ultimately it starts from within. You just can't cheat it. So also, I kind of also realized that it would be very easy for me to, with that method, it's easy for me to post my content to all platforms, all writing, video, because I have them in bullet points. I can easily export them to LinkedIn, export them to Twitter. Because trust me, I feel like at this pace, I mean, I really hope I can do this every day. I really want to do this every day, but so I don't burn out. What I intend to do is Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, I will try to release something. Because hey, then why videos like this is going to be me almost every day, speaking to the camera, hoping that along the line, some nice hidden gems come out of my speech. So I would say part of it, something that I also learned today was keeping things very simple. Now, I would say that's the topic I also want to create content on because we live in a world where we have told ourselves to make everything complex, that the complex solutions are always the best, that the advanced diet, the advanced workouts are where you should start from. I can't count the number of beginners I see at the gym who have some Instagram video playing. Like you can tell that this is their first time at the gym because they either walk up to me or walk up to somebody else and ask, please, can I get your assistance? I'm on the right form on this workout. Please hold on. Alpha.
Alpha, I think this is your turn.
No, not really. So I'll be at the estate tomorrow. What time? What time will you be at home?
I think very busy tomorrow. You can go for
No, very. I say 7, 8.
7 8, 7 8. I'm dating, bro. I be still in Queen now. I believe.
Yeah, I should.
Collect the car now.
Yeah.
You
And
have to tell her, say make you give me the key. You go collect that for him now.
that one because I also want to test the forerunner.
You want to press the ball now?
Yeah, I want to put the forerunner on the road, speed and see how it is shaking.
I will go to for night tomorrow. I'll be there as well.
Yeah, so I'll try to be there by say before 8, sha. I'll try to be there before 8. Alright, I did record, so we'll go read it.
Later now.
Yep. So I think I'll leave that part in, not cutting it out. That's my junior brother. Sometimes he inspires me to keep doing what I do because I just feel like someday, I feel like, I think he called us the potential African the Tate brothers for Africa. I feel that's heavily possible. But by the way, I think he also wants to leave the country. So, let me see. Well, where was my train of thoughts before the phone call came in? I really can, oh yeah, making things simple. So I'm going to make a video on that because I too fall for this, and it's until recent times I've gotten to realize that every single thing I accomplished in life, I accomplished because I made them simple. They were boring, well, simple. Same thing with my workouts. I have no workout plans. My workout plans are, I would say, it's just basic workout of the day, which is Mondays legs, Tuesdays chest, Wednesdays biceps triceps, Wednesdays shoulder back, Thursdays biceps triceps, Fridays full body cardio or CrossFit, Saturdays just a walk, Sundays just a walk. So, and it's basically like that's it. And I kind of discovered that apart from that, when I'm at the gym, it's a freestyle. So everything becomes semi-automatic. I have almost never written out a workout plan. So it turned to me that I should almost never script a video. I should almost never sit down to brainstorm on the next video because at the end of the day, the kind of content I create, or the reason for my content is more to document first, and also to show people. Which is when I document, I show people what I'm doing. When I show people what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, it's easier to inspire other people to either do it or to maybe inspire others. But basically, get the point. So I'll try to make my content creation simple to the point where I think on Instagram, TikTok, I just want to like turn on my phone, have a point I want to express, sit down, like express those points, and give it to my assistant to like chop up, add some text, make it as simple as possible and move. So hopefully with this simple process, if I can do this process almost every day, I believe it's still me documenting my journey. It's still the point. So today, for tomorrow rather, I have a meeting with my service providers for my startup. They have a very huge problem. The major problem is they cannot scale. They really, really cannot scale beyond their current solution, their current tech infrastructure. But guess what? My system is designed to scale. And so it's designed to be what their system it's designed to be their fourth version of their current system because I have like a huge sense of a full system architecture and I built everything almost from scratch. And knowing that I built them almost from scratch, it's much more easier to like debug issues. Although that's a topic I have a topic for another day. I linked up with a potential client, and then that is for my current solution. This client is pretty big. He's somebody who I believe can pay up say $10,000 to $20,000, and that will set my startup very well, basically, if expenses are held and everything is properly targeted. But my providers basically have a problem. I have a meeting with them tomorrow to see if my solution is a good fit, which I know deep down is a good fit. But I'll just do some research today on how to make my solution much more presentable, and look for also how to sell them on better promises, better value. So I have the first meeting with them tomorrow. I cannot believe that it's going to be a series of meetings, but I know that if they go for my solution, everybody's a win-win. And the irony of it is that they are my competition, they are my competitors. But regardless, that's not my business. I shouldn't really see them as people to bother me. So it's really really that simple, really really that simple. And then, like I said, I have I have a lot I think I want to achieve, and then I basically, yeah, I run a startup, and then I'll say it's bootstrapped because of we want to, like, we believe in the product, but we don't want fundraising distracting us. We want a situation where we get a product that is so good, investors are the ones actually pursuing us. That is a result of having a good product and a very good distribution. So that's what we're aiming towards, and I feel we can only get to that if we are also, or if we have a vision we are loyal to. Although we have been very distracted. In terms of me, I've been taking up side gigs, but I think that all that's about to end. I think it's time for me to just go all in. But to go all in, I think if my providers adopt my solution, obviously they pay for it. I'm pretty sure I'm going all in. So that's it. I really don't sit down and rant excessively for today because I'm also considering a situation where I am going back and forth on these videos, basically, where I document the mornings, my thought processes in the mornings, my thought processes in the afternoon, my thought processes in the evenings, and just come and put them out there rather than wait. Because because today, no, yesterday I took an audiobook to the gym. Today I went to the gym without anything ringing in my ears. I felt like, let me have like a plain thought, just think. And then while I was at the gym yesterday listening to the audiobook, a phrase that says, that basically the point was, you shouldn't be a starving artist. You should be a professional one, the one that charges for his art. So what that means is, for my startup, because I'm giving things at a ridiculously cheap price, I have to fund myself by taking side projects. On the other hand, I also need to focus on my startup. So I kind of believe that taking up side gigs may stop, but selling what I currently have, selling my solution, might be something that I think would help me to run the startup better, will help me have enough cash flow to basically still guide myself. So that's something I'm thinking. On the other hand, I'm also thinking about creating courses. I mean, actual courses that I feel are real. I feel are really, really real. So I might as well just create those courses and give them out for free and experiment, because I think I have really solved a lot of personal problems. Because I love the philosophy of I solve my personal problems, I solve the solutions. If I solve my business problems, I should also be able to sell my business solutions, either to either to the business customers or to business. That's why I think I love my niche. It's a very incredible niche, and I love my market. I really don't go deep into that, which I have already done. But some of this is I have my in terms of what I can sell to the business. I have solutions, software solutions I can sell to these guys. Their their only option, their best options is to go abroad to find international solutions. But I'm already here in Nigeria, and I can give them Nigerian support because I know it works. It's been my life's work for years now. So yes, they are my competitors, but they're basically funding my startup. So it's a symbiotic relationship. And why I really, really love this thinking is because it's win-win. I give them the technology to sustain their business or to make it grow. In return, they give me money I can then funnel to my startup. Because as I speak, I do not entirely think I need money for an extravagant lifestyle. Put it simple. So yeah, I really don't want to rant too much. I think me creating time for these videos periodically is going to be the way forward now. I'm going to break my content system down to simple steps. So what that means is I am in this for the very, very long term. Very, very long term. So please thank you very much. If you tuned into this moment, I'll say thank you very much. I really love you. You're the best. Kindly share my video with somebody who you think would like to see what is really behind the scenes. And then bye for now.